Hello, welcome. We are finishing the Beast Tribe quest or Society quest of A Realm Reborn with this quest. Crafting does not count for me. Loon God is gone. She had no duties that would take her from the camp this day. I fear she rides for Zohar, and her chances at Zoga's test and her chance at Zoga's head, the war leader must be told. She is gone, the impatient whelp. Reckless action is not martial courage. To charge into battle without certainty of oneself or one's enemies is to court disaster. Do not Ga is beyond our help now. This is her battle, and her battle alone. Almajah law forbids intervention in such vendettas. If she wishes to perish in the blaze of false glory, then that is the path she has chosen. Loon Ga's decision define her as a warrior, and thus will end her tale. Ga will do nothing. We have trained Loon Ga since she was barely more than a hatchling. It must be something we, honored ally, though I risk bringing shame upon myself and the Brotherhood, I beg you hear my plea. As an Almanjah, I am bound by our laws and customs, but you are not. Pray follow Luna Ga into Zarak and see if she survives this madness. Where are you, Zolgote? Your doom has come. Adventurer, why are you here? Did you follow me? I told you I don't need. Since you are here, perhaps you can prove useful. There is a cage yet deeper within the stronghold. I thought that perhaps it might be, well, just free the prisoner, yes? The key is held by Mulhoban clan. He is the Flame Fang's second in command and not to be underestimated. Zogad Ta is mine, but you will have your share of the glory. Now go. Just disappeared. Who is it? Who's there? Stay back. You stay away. I know you're here, filthy kidnappers. You've come for little Loon, haven't you? Well, you can't have her. No one can have her. She's been promised to the Lord of the Inferno. Ah. Well, it's a good thing I know how to fix that now, right? Mother, you're alive. Who is that? No, I know you people snatchers and your dirty tricks. Now get out before you scare my little loon. Out, I said. Gods, no. There is not quite as touching a reunion betwixt mother and child. I can scarce contain my tears of bittersweet joy. Zagas, you'll pay for what you've done to her and to me. Some of the tempered, such as this one, are exposed over long to the sacred flame. They become the walking witness, barely aware of their own existence. Is Lord Infrit's powers not magnificent? Come now, it is time you are purified in the raging blaze of his blessing. Come back and face me, coward. I go now to put an end to that monster's ambitions once and for all. But if I'm to have any chance of victory, I will need to first destroy Inference Beacon's honor and pride adventure. You are as lost as a kitten that has wandered into the drake's lair. Surrender and this doomed vendetta. vendetta. Submit to its will as your mother did before you. The pain. How is this possible? My spells are drawn from the searing furnace of infinite might. Wrong, your power was drawn from the beacons, and those altars of suffering are no more. Without your precious blessing, there's not to protect you from the sting of my arrows. Mercy, mercy, I beg you. The will of our God is overwhelming. Spare my life, and I shall become your slave instead. Pitiful creature, if anything brings shame to Almaja Zoga Te, then it is you. Your power is broken and my vengeance complete. No more of my arrows needed to be stained by your coward's blood. Crawl back under your rock, lizard. Gullible fool, die. Oh shit. War leader. You forsook all that is sacred to a true warrior of the Amoja Zagoza Te. For your cowardice and cruelty, the only reward is death. I beheld the entire confrontation, Lunga. You fought with honor and with courage. Such was my proud exultation. The dagger flew unbid from my hand. How unfortunate then that Sagate stood in his path. It appears the perfect martial detachment yet eludes even me. Were you watching, Mother? You have been avenged. With the flaming flame, with the flame fangs defeated, the Almoja within Zarn Rock will return, cowering behind their campfires. And though the embers of infinite blessings yet smolder, we shall fight that fire with the flames we ourselves nurture, a strength born from within. But I need not speak to you of strength, for you, perhaps more than any, have neared the peak of perfection. You have earned the highest praise and deepest gratitude of my people, even shared our race's clash in blood-drenched savagery, you, honored ally, will always be welcomed by the Brotherhood of Ash. I have seen my mother safely to Forgotten Springs. It is unheard of for Temper to ever recover from their primal-induced madness, but it is my hope that she will at least find a measure of peace in our old home. Oh, and a word with you, adventurer. I question your resolve, and you have answered me as well as any Almoja warrior would. You have my respect. Oh, she's cute. And my thanks. Well, this feels strange. Why are you staring? I cannot help the way I look. My brethren think me hideous. The road calls you, honored ally. Though misfortune seeks to waylay us, let us not stray from the path of the strong. Our mask is back on. Alright. Commander Gisbelbert submitted a detailed report, Yo. It seems my decision to assign you to this duty was the correct one. With the Almaja fanatics thus quelled, Thanon may enjoy a measure of peace for a time. And though we are never in short supply of Beastman-related problems, I believe you've earned a respite from the chaos. Enjoy the rest while you may, Yo. Okay. Well, see you in the next part of the video. Yo. How you doing? Set up the mic. There we go. Cool. We are doing society quests, Stormblood, and yeah, let's get to it. Good to see you, Yo. You know, I'd say our work is progressing quite nicely. There's still time left, but even if Mother were to arrive tomorrow, I think she'd be impressed. Isn't it a bit early to be saying that? The work needs to be finished before she comes back. We'd have a hard time convincing Mother with the place as it is now. Of course, the Castellium is no longer under threat of demolition, and the Griffin statues are very nice, but it's still more or less the same as when we arrived. What about the old storerooms we converted into overnight lodgings? Yes, I was just getting to that. As you doubtless know from personal experience, Yo, this whole area is crawling with dangerous creatures, many of which are more active at night. Adventurers and soldiers can hold their own against them, but merchants and returning refugees are easy targets. We'll be seeing a lot more of them now that the Garleans have withdrawn. That's why I suggested that we put down some beds in the old storerooms. I haven't actually had a look yet, but I'm sure Alpha took care of it. There are probably a few things that need improving, though. If we ask someone who's actually spent the night here, we can get their opinion. That visitor from Gridania who slept here should be about. Why don't we start with him? You think we should ask him? No, not a good idea. Militants tend to be a bit wary of us military types. I think I saw that merchant a few moments ago. He can't have gone far. Can I help you? Having stayed overnight in our lodgings, would you say you slept well? I wasn't expecting to find anywhere to stay, and I was full glad to be offered shelter. Otherwise, I'd have been traveling in the dark with only beasts breathing down my neck to keep me warm. Having said that, I think it's a bit too soon to be calling them lodgings. I would appreciate something to lie on besides the floor. The floor? I heard that travelers prefer to sleep in proper beds, so I had some brought over from Vera Neolia. A bed. I didn't see anything like that. Alpha, you didn't give them something to sleep on, didn't you? You did give them something to sleep on, didn't you? Of course I did. Maybe it wouldn't be quicker if I just showed you. Wait here. That's it. Put it down there, over there. Yes, Captain. You had one of these in your room, didn't you? I did. Do you mean to say I'm supposed to sleep on that? Allow me to demonstrate. See? This is how we and Nada go to sleep. We just coil up like this and we're perfectly comfortable. You scaly-pated imbecile. Do you think we can just coil up like that? Get up, would you? Fine. We'll help you, Captain Alpha. And on that note, I bid you all farewell. It's partly my fault, I suppose. I should have made sure that Alpha knew what a guest room actually is first. To be honest, it's been a while since I stayed in a decent inn myself, so I'm probably not in any position to give proper advice. Any thoughts? Nah. We could go to a village with one. Come to think of it, there are several inns for travelers in Alighieri. Good idea. We might find someone who can come here to tell us what this place is missing. Let's head to the inns in Alighieri then.
Lodgings, you say? You ought to try asking people who used to work in the good blade. Of course, it's not more than rubble now, so the old residents are looking to apply their trades elsewhere. A bloke called Gales used to run an inn there, and he took pride in his work. You should find him still moping around there. Hey, Cat. Okay. Advice on accommodation. Sorry, I'm needed here for the time being. Might be worth asking around though. You want me to go all the way to Castamveldania? I'd love to help, but I've got my hands full here as it is. They can't all be busy, can they? Did you find anyone? A man named Gales, and he was an innkeeper. Perfect, let's go and look for him. Hopefully it'll just be what we're looking for. Is that Gales? What brings you to Goodblade? Or rather, what's left of it? Oh, I see. My advice may prove beneficial. It's very kind of you to ask, but I should warn you. Failure seems to follow me everywhere I go. He's a ray of sunshine, isn't he? Since the fall of Gales of Goodblade, I've tried working elsewhere. It never seems to last long because everyone takes such a disliking to me. I can't say I blame them. I'm no good to anyone. But we heard you were the first-rate innkeeper. You should put that experience to good use by helping us. If you say so. I'm just worried that I'll go all the way to the Castile only for you to change your minds and turn me away. It would be just my luck. We wouldn't do that. We need you. Let's head for the Castellum. I'll explain more on the way. It's been a while since I've done Stormblood society quests. Not gonna lie. But I didn't get too far into them when I did. It's like a year ago. It's crazy to think how time flies. It's hard to picture anyone being satisfied with Alpa's lodgings, never mind a professional. Gale is looking things over as we speak. I was about to ask his opinion, but he seems a bit different from before. Oh, you scrawny little turd. Are these supposed to be guest rooms? It's an insult. Is something amiss, Gales? You're bloody right something's amiss. Why would anyone torture themselves by sleeping in this shithole? The bed's not fit for a chocobo, and that's another thing. Where are the chocobos meant to stay? So this is why he has trouble keeping a job. Alright, Gales, I hear you loud and clear. I'll do whatever it takes to turn this place around. You know, Burger, all about how to treat guests, but you got the right attitude. Let's get to work. Like I was saying, there's nothing for chocobos at all, so we'll start with that. We need a stable and trolls for food and water. Boy, you over there, is that any wood or metal we can use? Is there any wood or metal we can use? No, not really, no. I know a few places we might be able to get some though. I'll arrange to have some timber collected. Yo, there should be some piles of scrap metal over at the Castellum Corvi. Don't worry, I'm not expecting you to lug it back by yourself. The other gatekeepers can take care of that. I just need you to prepare it for transport. We should have a Merid crush it underfoot to bring it into smaller pieces. If you speak with Dakshina, she should be able to get one ready. She's just outside the gate. See, finish or hardly recognize the place. Now I'm really fired up. Even a tame Merid can be dangerous if startled, so don't make any sudden moves or loud noises. Originated from this. That's cool. You wish to ride the Mirad. For what purpose? I see. Crushing a few steel plates should pose no difficulty for a Mirad. They are even stronger than they look. Should you be separated from the Mirad, it will return to me of its own volition. Once the work is complete, you may dismount as you please. That's cool, but it's a very slow mount. Luckily, I'm a tank. Wait, I can fly. I'm so stupid. Alright. What strength? I wouldn't want to get on Merid's bad side, that's for sure. We'll carry the scraps back to Castor and Vadona. You can go ahead and wait with Gale and the others. I should have wrote it back, actually. You're back. Where's the scrap? It'll be here soon. I can't wait. Wait. I'll make the best chocobo stables you ever bloody seen. But first, I'll get Alpha to make some beds. And if she burgers it up, I'll have her guts for garters. So, what do you think? Not bad, eh? I made all the sheets myself too. Weaving is another specialty of the Anata. You know, compared to the headdresses and clothing we usually make. This was simple. To be honest, there's no point having a skill if you don't know what to do with it. That's why I'm glad Gales is here. I'd be lost without his advice. But I'm equally clueless when it comes to Anata. I've lived in Garabana my whole life and I know next to nothing about them. We may have our differences, but we share a common tongue. We can learn a lot from each other. Yes, I think so too. You've really made a difference here, y'all. I'm sure I'll need your help when more people start passing through our gates. That reminds me, I should try out one of the new beds. When I first met Alpa and heard she was captain of the Valdonia gatekeepers, I didn't know what to expect. It was worth the journey, though. I'm glad he's calmed down a bit. I guess it's not as sturdy as it looks. I just hope her mother doesn't show up now. After what happened to Goodblade, I thought I was finished. Alpa asking me to come here could be the fresh start I've been looking for. Okay. Guest rooms have been added to the Castellum Bedonia. Let me turn in this quest real quick. Because I didn't want to waste the reputation. When Gale is working, he's like a man possessed. With Alpha as captain, we had enough strangers to deal with already. Now that we've got this Gale bloke, it looks like things will get even weirder around here. Okay, next up. I swear I always teleport to the wrong one. Yo, your timing is fortuitous as always. We recently received word of an artifact in the Asm Steppe, worthy of the vault. As I am unfamiliar with lands beyond the Ruby Sea, I would ask you accompany me. Well said, Kabuto. I knew you had it in you. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated, yo. Being such a well-traveled adventurer, I suspect you would be much better suited to guide us. Excellent. Then we will meet you in reunion. Asm Steppe's like my favorite place. There you are. A beautiful place, is this not? Would that the winds were not so strong. I feel as though I could be whisked away at any moment. There you are, Ura. There are Ura everywhere. It calls to mind Suri no Sato. I was concerned you would only retreat further into your shell, being so far away from home, but I am glad to be mistaken. At any rate, we must not waste any more time. I will accompany Kabuto and see what we can learn here in Reunion. You should have a look about as well and see if you can learn aught of this treasure. A great treasure? Do you mean the bow belongings to that Questry boy? I've heard he can pierce the very heavens with it. Yes, I've heard of young Questry boy and his bow. Unchkin was his name. Though I have a good rumor. I love a good rumor. I suggest you speak with him yourself to learn the truth. A boy with a bow that can pierce the heavens. I've heard the rumors, but who would believe in such nonsense? I guarantee you his bow pales in comparison to mine. You missed a rather amusing conversation. I never imagined meeting anyone who speaks less than Kabuto. Oh, we went to a tribe that can talk. Okay. Yo, how did you fare? I spoke with our Ura and the Questry tribe. Well, I tried to. I was only met with silence. Pity you were not there. Kabuto speaking with a man of fewer words than himself is something that must be seen to be believed. How is it they can govern Reunion yet never speak? They go through actions, not words. Indeed, words mean nothing without action to prove their worth. Though I know not how, their silence spoke volumes. It is said we should judge this treasure with our own eyes. That would certainly be the fastest way to ascertain the truth of the stories that brought us here. Speaking of stories, were you able to learn anything from the residents of Reunion, yo? A boy of the Questier tribe, I see. Persuading him to relinquish a weapon of such value seems unlikely, but at the very least, we should seek him out. We are like to find him faster if we split up. Yo, would you try searching south of Reunion? Kabuto and I will go north. Urchin seems awfully dejected. Ellipses. Urchin stifles his tears as he points southeast. Bereft of his bow, you surmise it was stolen. The culprit likely made off in the direction Urchin is pointing. Don't worry, I'll retrieve your bow. Urchin seems immensely grateful for your aid. You should leave now before the thief gets away. Okay then. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Urchin's father seems glad to see you retrieved his son's bow. That bow is what I think it is. Is that what I think it is? We failed to find the bow, but we did manage to track down Urchin's father. I can only hope your search was more fruitful. They both seemed quite pleased to have the bow returned. Where did you find it? We were just preparing to search the area with Uchiken's father. The Red Kojin. I didn't expect them to come this far in search of treasure. Come now, Kabuto. If we're able to learn of this great treasure, it stands to reason they might come to know of it as well. That said, this bow doesn't appear to be particularly unique, though it does seem easy for a child to wield. So that is the way of it. The bow is for Urchin training. Then it was not the bow, but Urchin's natural prowess that spurred the rumors. I suspect Urchin was not at all talented when he began practicing. Take a closer look at the bow. Its size is perfect for him, and the draw weight seems to be such that he can handle it with ease. Moreover, it appears to be far from new, meaning Urchikin has put a great deal of care into maintaining it. I think it was crafted by his father as a gift, and because Urchikin enjoyed the bow so much, he labored tirelessly to master it. It is indeed a treasure in Urchikin's eyes. Well, there you have it. And who are we to ask him to part with something so precious? No, I believe there is nothing left for us here. What is this? I think he means to grant us leave to barter and reunion. You would welcome trade with the Blue Kojin. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Trade here and as a step will prove more valuable than any single treasure. Again, we have gained a new ally, thanks to you. Your resourcefulness never ceases to amaze. Isn't that right, Kabu? Sukamo? Where was I? Ah yes, your resourcefulness. There is much we have to learn from you, Yo. Why do you all stare at me so? Is something the matter? You suddenly stop moving, as if devoid of life. Nonsense. You must be imagining things. I assure you, I am perfectly fine. Urchin father wants us to follow him. No doubt there are still details of our new trade agreement that must be decided upon. Kabuto and I can handle matters down from here. Once we have finished our business in reunion, we will meet you back in Mizu. That was a nice little quest. I told Kabuto there is nothing to worry about, but he refuses to listen. Perhaps you can make him listen to reason. Talks with the questrier went well. While returning home, however, Tsukumo began acting strangely again. For the last time, Kabuto, I am fine. I was merely tired from the long journey. But enough about me. We should be celebrating a job well done. Trade with reunion will open up a new opportunities for the Blue Kojin, and the questrier taught us a lesson on the importance of one's actions. I hope it was one you took to heart, Kabuto. I have. It was inspiring to see how they could manage all of reunion yet never speak. Yet I still find myself relying on Yo more than I should. What happened to the confident Kojin I saw in Nazum's step? This is no way for the leader of the Defiant Circle to behave. Is that not so, Yo? I have faith in you, Kabuto. Sure. My apologies, Yo, but it seems we will have need of your assistance a while longer. The Forestier of Azumstep had invited the Blue Kojin to bartering reunion and offered a contribution to the treasure vault. If it were not for you, the vault would be barren. Perhaps Tsukuma was wrong to choose me. I apologize for Kabuto's behavior earlier. It would appear he still has much to learn about what it means to work as a team. Okay. That's gonna do it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.